I'm going to cry, I think, hanging up his cleats after an insane career. Four-time All-Pro linebacker, 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. Shaquille Leonard, welcome to the show. How does this feel?
Thanks for having me. It feels weird. It feels very weird, but it feels right. So I'm cool with it.
You're cool with it. Well, it was very special to see you retire as a Colt halftime last Sunday against the Raiders. What was going through your mind? You're saying you're cool with it. What was it like? And then of course, what do you want to say about Lucas Oil Stadium with that crowd?
Oh man, that Sunday was something special. Just to be honored in that manner and just see how many people lives that I've touched and many friends that I had back there. And then just being back in Lucas Oil, man, the energy was great. I mean, the game was great. I feel like they played well in all three phases. But I mean, they rolled out the red carpet for me, man. It was great, man. It's a blessing when you can have an organization, do something like that for you.
What was it like to see that JT and Zaire give you a little homage? The game was about you too. They did your signature celebration.
Oh man, it's great, man. That's an estimate to who they are as human beings, man. Those are my true guys. JT being my boy, and then just seeing that, man, it's fun. It's fun to see that the way you played the game, the energy that you brought, and how you brought the energy, come back, and especially with your guys like Zaire and JT, man. It's a blessing to see, man. And my kids was in the suite just laughing about it and enjoying it. So it was a great.
Indy's your home, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I just cannot help but ask and wonder this team looks great right now, like really
They
great.
do.
If
They do.
if if Steichen and Ballard, one of the two, or Zaire, JT, if they gave you a call up in 2026 in January saying, we just need you for the playoffs, how would you respond to that?
It all predicated on how the body's feeling. If the body's feeling great and everything's all amazing where I need it to be, then yes. But if I'm a shell of myself, no, I can't do it.
Are we saying we're going to try to keep our body in shape to see how it goes?
No, I'm gonna keep my body in shape just so I can just stay in
Got
shape.
it.
And then, I mean, if it happens, it happens. But right now, that door is shut right now.
The door is, well, you can't, hold on now. We can't shut the door because you can't open the door. We got to just like, the door is, you would answer the phone call.
You always answer the phone call. You always answer, the opportunity to see what's there. But just got to make sure it's right and make sure that you put out good things on tape and make sure that you're not
Yeah.
going to be a liability out there.
You were truly a force, just incredible to watch. Congratulations on that career. You were
Thank
like
you. Thank you.
you're welcome. It was like a do it all situation. Like there was just everything. You forced fumbles. That's like the first thing I think about. And back in 2021, you had 8, which is insane. It's like tied for third most in the season all time. Will you finally tell me, since you're done-ish, what is the secret behind the punch out technique? Tell me.
Um, it's easy, honestly. It's all for one is film studies, and looking for opportunities to punch out the ball, and then got to understand who's really good at having ball security, who's not, and understanding the pressure points of where you're supposed to hold the ball at, and you're all about angles. And a lot of times you see it now, man. They're a punch, but they won't punch through the body. And you see the guys who actually punch through the ball, through the body to make a tackle. That's when the ball comes out. A lot of times you take a quick jab at it, but you really got to take a full jab all the way through either tip of the ball here or the bottom of the ball at the bottom of the forearm. And then once you get your hand or fist all the way through it, there's no way that they can hold on to it there.
And that somehow sounds easy to you. Everything you
Yeah, I
just
mean,
said.
it's just the ball always have to be on your mind 24/7. But you gotta have the mentality of can't be afraid of getting rained over. Which I mean, I didn't mind. And just because a lot of times when people brace for contact, their shoulders
Mhm.
go down and then they create an air pocket. And then once you see the air pocket, that's when you try to take that quick jab at it.
I feel like maybe coaching. Are we going to do coaching potentially?
Of course, I'm back at my high school now, coaching at the high school,
Tell
and I
me. I didn't
enjoying
know
it.
that. I didn't know that.
Oh
Tell
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Cool. What are you coaching?
Everybody who knows me know that I've I love coaching. That's been my dream ever since, I graduated high school, and I always knew that once I got done with ball, that I was going to change my cleats for a whistle, and that's what I'm doing.
Lakeview Wild Gators. You're wearing the T-shirt.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm excited about that. I do want to show you a play when you were talking about punching it out, what it takes, your mental preparedness, like always thinking about the ball. One of the play that comes to mind is this one. Talk me through this. It was game sealing, a forced fumble
Uh,
against a division rival, week 15, 2020. Walk me through this craziness, Kiki Cutie.
oh man, yeah, man, it was game on the line. I think we were playing like a cover three. Me and the safety switch jobs. So he took the hook curl, I dropped to the flat, and then once that I noticed that the ball was thrown, just rallying to the ball. And we understand that when receivers, ball carriers get close to the goal line, they go to reach. And once I came back from outside in, seeing that air pocket that I was talking about earlier, once I saw that,
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I had an opportunity to get a punch there. And when I did, he didn't have the full pressure points on the ball, and the ball came out and was able to seal a victory right there.
It was a victory. Then you guys went on to, it was a 10-4 situation on the year after you guys pulled that one out with Bobby Okereke there, which we love to see. These Colts this year feel special to me. They're 4-1. It's very exciting. I get to hang out with the IRSAY owners this evening, and I think it's going to add a lot to the vibes. The fact that they're crushing right now. Daniel Jones balling out. What is when you watch him and you from your lens, your all pro million times over lens, what does he, not the offensive line, not Steichen, what is he doing that is so impressive?
He's making the right throws. He's not putting the ball in bad situations. He take the check down when the check down is there. If everything down the field is covered up, he's protecting the ball. You don't see him throw the ball through traffic as much, and you can tell that even though it's Coach Steichen, they have the levels where it gives him opportunity to see, front level, middle level, and down the field level. And he's throwing the ball right on the money, and the receivers are catching the balls. And it's just great to see that the way he is, his mentality is calm, cool, and collect. And he just constantly just dink and dime and just make the throws. And when you get opportunity to take a shot, he take the shot with big play doing, and especially with AP out there taking the top off the defense. And it's just great to see that he's using all his weapons.
And they certainly have a lot of them. I wanted to ask you sort of about, I don't know what I want to ask you because you got to be around like Philip, which is so fun. And then you got to be around Andrew, which is crazy to think about. Um, when I tell you like your Colts career, obviously you're not going to think about the quarterbacks. Where does your head go? What is like the memory that you would maybe frame in a picture and put next to that Rookie of the Year trophy back there? It's making me a little emotional because I remember talking about you that year.
Man, my first thing that I think about when, I think about my career, that's a big what if we had a quarterback for the same quarterback for my whole period of time there. What if Andrew Luck doesn't retire? We get Jonathan Taylor the following year. We
Yeah.
get DeForest Buckner defensively. How scary could we been? And then, just after that, just all the small details of losing the game by, just simple mistakes. And what if we just take those simple mistakes? How far do we really go? If we get Uncle Phil for another year, do we make a further run then, going to Buffalo, losing there? So it's just a lot of things that, because you want to win, and you always think about all the ways, how could you compete and how could you find the ways to get a victory?
Yeah, that's what makes it a little bittersweet, right? It's like what could have been.
Yeah, man. It's most definitely think about it a lot because each year having a different quarterback and
Yeah.
it was just a lot mentally for that organization, for the fans, for the players, and you just didn't know. You just didn't know what to expect. And now that they drafted Anthony Richardson last year, and then now they're
Mm-hmm.
picking up Danny Dimes this year, and Danny is doing what you need him to do. And then you see it because the defense is hot. The defense is hot, and now they got a guy that can throw the ball and make all the right reads and do all the right things. And you see what happens, man. They out here winning ball games, and that's what you need. Well, that's what you need to win ball games.
How do you make peace with that? Because you're watching this. I know you want to be out there. The injuries have taken a toll. How do you make peace with that?
Um, I make a piece of it by, coaching and seeing my other high school guys to see because of course physically I'm as of right now, I can't do it, but mentally and emotionally I'm still there.
Yeah.
I watch the game at home with my wife and man, I'm in linebacker stance. I'm calling out the plays of just telling her what gaps I will be able to run through.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
football is football. Once you lock in and you see your formation, you see what they're trying to hide, you know where the ball's going. You know how to set yourself up for success. And mentally, you still can do it, but physically, you just can't do it as of right now.
Understood, but I'm hearing that right now, and I'm holding on to that right now, so I don't get. We're not closing any books here. You mentioned this defense is hot. You're coaching from home with your wife. I love that image. Tell me about the communication with Defo and Zaire and Grover. They're crushing it. I'm sure there's lots that jumps out to you, but are you texting them? Are they asking you your thoughts on defense? What's going on there?
Nah, well, we'll reach out back and forth, especially like me watching the game there, make a big play, shoot them a text, tell them that I'm happy for them, and then from there, just we brothers. I mean, we talk all the time, we communicate. I don't miss a game. I haven't missed a game since I left the Colts. Man, being in the same locker room with them guys, man, I want to see them win so bad, just because of what we've been through, just in that bad funk for a while. So it's good to see them. And they love it when I reach out to them, man, because
Of
they know
course.
that I don't want nothing from them. I just want to see them succeed, and I really take pride in being there for my guys.
I mean, you gave it your all, and I will say, like, I'm glad that you're enjoying the Wild Gators, and congrats to Lakeview for this. But I will say, you have a perfect mind for NFL coaching, and I would love to see what that might look like. And it's a huge. You have to give everything, so I understand maybe not wanting to do that, but you really like seeing you coach in the NFL would be pretty badass, track.
I mean, that would be crazy. That would be crazy, man. But man, I always say that my true passion is coaching, and I feel like in the NFL is you have to deal with more. I would say more prima donnas, more,
Mm.
more attitudes, more
Hmm.
guys
Hmm.
making money. That's
Hmm.
where things get a little difficult, but you enjoy it. You enjoy it. And you want to see them guys succeed at that level.
Speaking of coaching, I wanted to ask you about, because you spent some time, I have it here somewhere. You spent some time with Sirianni and company, and there's this huge storyline. So now, now you're outside of the Colts. We can talk about other things and you can be honest about them. There's these thoughts that there's some issues there, right? That there's this like, what's going on between AJ? They played tonight against the Giants. I think AJ is going to have a huge game tonight. I think it's his time to. During that year, in 2023, what did you notice about sort of like Sirianni's role in managing the offense?
From what I remembered, I thought, I mean, this is just me outside looking
Mhm.
in. I thought he did a good job of holding them accountable to who they were and pushing them day in and day out. Like the Jalen and the AJ beef, I never truly, seen that in person. I feel like they was always, talking to each other, always communicating in the weight room and everything. So that's why when I see it, I'll be kind of, taking a step back. But
Yeah.
I just feel like with AJ, it's just more so he's a competitor. You know what I mean? He wanna be a part of the winning. He wanna just, go out there and, show, who he really is. And I don't think that's a shot at Jalen or a shot at Nick. It's just him just wanting to be him, wanting to show, how great he really is. And yes, the team is winning. And yes, we want him to just be satisfied with, just being a winner. But sometimes, man, you just want to feel like you're a part of it and feel like you're one of the reasons why you're winning instead of just out there being a decoy, so to speak.
My computer just decided to say, no, I don't want this. I don't want Shaquille Leonard to retire. My computer decided this isn't what's happening, and that's where we are. And now you're getting a tour of my hotel room as I walk around. Maybe we'll go outside and continue this chat. Can you tell me who the Wild Gators are playing tomorrow? Let's start there really quick.
We're
By the way,
playing,
y'all
we're
are like
playing
three and
Coffee
two.
Bay
I
High
heard.
School. Say it again.
I heard you're 3-2.
Yeah, we are 3-2. We got Carver's Bay coming into town tomorrow. They're 8-0. So we got a big task in front of us, but I think we're ready for it. I think we're ready to go out and show. what we put out in practice, and hopefully go out there and put out a good showing.
I know we've got the Cardinals on the docket for the Colts. I'm actually going to spend time with Kaylin Jackson tonight, the Carly, the entire IRSAY family. She's getting an award. I think you heard Visionary of the Year for her work with Kicking the Stigma. You said that they rolled out the red carpet for you. Can you sort of describe what the IRSAY family has meant? Jim, the daughters, all of it?
Oh man, I don't even know where to start with this with the Ursay family, man. How how great they've been, for me and my family, man. I go back to with me having my first back surgery. I was out in a hotel, and then they put me in the Beverly Hills Hotel to take care of me, to make sure that I was comfortable, I was at peace mentally. And then after that, gave me the private jet bag for my foundation, Mr. Ursay. He donated over $500,000. Kaylin, Carly, like all of them has always been there, for me and my family. And then with the Kick and the Stigma, man, what they're doing there is insane. Of having people talk about mental health and taking the stigma out of that. Just they're so selfless, and they would do anything, to help a code out or from a former player or anybody in the community. They're really big on paying it forward and giving back, and that's a blessing to be a part of, because in that in that in that in that room, man, they truly care, and there's not too many people or too many organizations that care as much as they care. And I tip my hat off to them, and I'm grateful and thankful for being able to get drafted by the Colts and have them in my corner.
It's amazing. And then when you think about the sort of lasting impression, the legacy of Jim, do you think that's affecting this team this year? I know that there's some new pieces. Daniel wasn't here. He didn't know the late, great legend, Jim Irsay. But what is sort of what's left? Like, what's his effect on this 2025 squad, do you think?
Each camp year, he comes in, he talks nothing but about winning. That's all he
Yeah.
wants to do, no matter what it takes. He wants to win. And I think now, since his passing, I think guys are really like truly toned in and really want to win for him. Like the energy is just different this year. Just outside looking in, like the energy on the field, but even on the sidelines, guys are jumping up and down, guys are celebrating, and I think they really buying into believing in themselves and putting others before them. And now you truly see it. And I think that they truly want to win for this family and for Mr. Jim Irsay.
It's amazing to see they've got Arizona, and I was just looking at my producer Hamilton, like my right hand, my left hand, all the hands. He was just texting me that you guys have Carver's Bay Bears on the docket. Like you're saying, he told me that you pitched a shutout last week. How unfair is that for that poor offensive coordinator on the Bears trying to go up against you? It's really that's crazy.
But it is crazy. It is crazy, kind of, because I mean, high school ball, man, it tells you a lot just off film study. But I think what they have on us is everybody's bigger than us. Like we're really small, so we play with a lot of heart, a lot of grit, and a lot of hustle. And I think that's what makes Lakeview so great. Like Carver's Bay right now, I think their average offensive line is probably about 6'1", 6'2", about 250. They have a University of South Carolina commit starting at right tackle. And then defensively for us, man, we don't even have a guy, if one, over 200 pounds. We just play hard. And I think that's what it was. That's what it is. I mean, we are the Lakeview way, and we always talked about being the standard of, being a championship lifestyle and hard-nosed hitting. And that's what we do. We just try to play hard, no matter, how big, how small, we are. We just like to give absolutely everything we got on every single play and play for each other, not for ourselves.
Carver's Bay, undefeated, by the way. Go rec shop with them. I'm so appreciative of your time. Really beautiful way to talk about the Colts, the family, the legend. And I'll just ask you this. Why are they the real deal? A lot of people think it's not going to last. Jags looking great, too. Why is it the Colts here?
Because, man, they playing good on all three phases. Like, you think of kickoff return, big play Ashton Doolin, he's taking it almost to the house almost every week. Defensively, they turn the ball away. I mean, taking the ball away. They stopping the run, stopping the pass game, getting sacks, and then offensively, they're putting up points. Rigo has not put the ball a lot this year, which is great.
Yes.
So once you get played well on all three phases and playing together as a team, they're going to be really hard to beat. And that's what normally happens when a championship lifestyle team. They're really good on defense. Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles were good on defense. Offensively, they score points. And on special teams, they made plays and did not lose the game on special teams. And that's what this coach looked like. So hopefully they can keep it up.
Shaquille, congrats on your career. We're not shutting the door. Maybe we're opening another door with coaching down the line, but it was a pleasure to cover you in your NFL career so far. Truly. And that rookie of the year thing in your background's got me in my feelings a little bit. So enjoy. Go get back to you're watching tape, you're preparing for the undefeated Carver's Bay. I think it's what it is. Carver's Bay, is it?
Carver's Bay Bears, yes, ma'am.
Carver's Bay Bears, yes. Enjoy, and I hope to see you soon, and I will tell the IRSAY family you say hello.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. You have a great one.
Thanks, I appreciate you.